seconds that cost them. It's the positions on the
It's
racetrack.
5 positions on the racetrack. When you look at the restart that happened after stage 2, Christopher Bell, you see him back there. Now, count the cars that we've got here, because the 51, the 3, the 17, the 8, and the 48 all passed him on that cycle.
Yeah, so the problem with that is 5 positions cost you time. Another way to look at it, and this is the best way to look at it, plus I love to use this. Let's just put him where he should be. He was just in front of Alex Bowman. I think he could have stayed in front of Alex Bowman. That moves him all the way up on this restart. That makes a tremendous amount of difference. And we're gonna come to a freeze here, and I need you to help the fan at home understand why NASCAR cares about these rails.
So when you look at the side of the car, and I'll just go back, I'm gonna draw it over here to start with, but if you think about an airplane wing's flat on the bottom, and it's got shape on the top, and then it comes down and comes back. So what happens to make an airplane wing work is that as the air comes along and it goes up and over this surface, it has a longer way to go. It speeds the air up. Well, that air ends up making lift relative to what happens. So now if we understand that, if you go and look at the car up here, well, this shape right here, if you make a void in the back where the air kind of confuses itself, it's round in the front. That makes lift. So what NASCAR does is they come back and they mandate, you can see it right here, there's one here and there's one here. Roof rails to disturb the air so that we don't have that kind of fluid flow. The air that comes up over here now is going to come up and it gets tripped by this. And this makes this kind of swirl, and it keeps that from making a low pressure lifting the car up.
So from a line out in the 22, it's a 6-man line out with number 7 in that receiver position. It looks like as the throw comes in and it goes to the back that it's going to be a driving maul, but they actually have a peel play planned with the 2 coming around the corner. But first of all, it starts with a great throw from the hooker, and then you can see his running line round the corner to open up the midfield. But then you've also got 11 and 12 linking up with him, and now as he comes around the corner, this gives them options. And he either can play open to the 12 and the hard line or out the back for the wider channels, or because of 11's running lines, there's an inside option. And that's particularly good in this example because that defender has got his hips facing the far sideline. So that means he's not going to be able to make that tackle on the inside. So the hooker just drops the ball inside to number 11, the winger who's run that line, and he's in space. Now he doesn't quite score, but he's made a line break which the defense cannot recover from. Quick ball out to number 6, try.
The James Harden-Ivica Zubats pick and roll was a pairing that simply killed the Suns all night long. By going to the right, they're forcing Kevin Durant to make a decision: help off of Kawhi Leonard in the corner, or stay at home and take their chances with Zub one-on-one in the post. Durant makes the right decision, but Ivica is a capable scorer with nice touch down low against a center that isn't very imposing down there. They run their 21 action quick, and it's a nice situation to be in where you decide if you want to hand off to a sprinting Paul George or pitch to an attacking Harden with an empty corner and no help on the weak side. Notice how PG's cut sucks Nurkic to the top of the key. Now he's out of position to handle the inside ball screen. This forces Brad Beal to rotate all the way over to the restricted area, leaving a wide open pass and shot for Terrence Mann. While this shot doesn't go in, the penetration directly leads to Zubats getting perfect position for the offensive rebound, and the Suns can't find any answers. Terrence Mann has struggled mightily from three-point land this season, so I get why they test him by helping one pass away off the strong side corner in order to load up on the Harden pick and roll. But man has been on a tear the last 5 games, so he makes them pay for their mistake.